Greetings and welcome to my Friday ramblings. The scene in the background of today's ramblings is from the forecourt of St. Aloysius Catholic College, the Huntingfield campus, and in the main background is the college chapel, and in the foreground, or a little bit in front of that, is the new marquee that was organised with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander motifs in its way. And if I just move my head slightly just behind me, you can see the flames of the fire pot. So I'm not burning in hell. That's a fire pot that's sitting just behind me. And they were there for Tuesday afternoon, when we had a community forum looking at some of the issues regarding the upcoming referendum. And it was a good afternoon. There weren't a lot of people there, sadly, but it was an opportunity to share some ideas and some thoughts about different aspects of the referendum. The rest of the week, as I mentioned a fortnight ago, and then last week, has been a fairly hectic time. On Saturday, we had the youth group for 6 of the leaders, together with our pastoral associate, and I travelled to Lauderdale to be part of a Spheres workshop. Spheres is an introduction for youth leaders to feel comfortable creating an alpha experience or a pre-alpha experience in their school setting. And it was quite an interesting experience and a worthwhile experience. Monday was a day when I tried to get as much done as I possibly could. Tuesday was a day for Council of Priests and then a consultors meeting. It was a long day. It was followed after the consultors meeting by the forum, the community forum that was held at St. Aloysius. And then in the nighttime, there was a masterclass for leaders for Alpha. And although there weren't that many people there, it was a well worthwhile event. I am still a person with some questionable behaviours, because at 3 a.m. I was up watching a Divine Renovation from the Trenches webinar from the US. They're particularly good webinars and I enjoy them immensely. So I was there for that. I'm pleased to note that it'll be some weeks before there's another webinar from the US for Divine Renovation. Wednesday was spent at a pastoral conference, and there was some interesting conversations that took place at that, and some challenging things happened as well as that. And I came home to join with the youth in their Wednesday afternoon youth group. We're still trying to find an adult who can assist Maggie, our pastoral associate, in running those groups. And as yet, we've not been able to find somebody who has the time and the capacity to do the work. Thursday was a meeting, Zoom meeting with my friends in the US with a small group, and that was good to see them. We've had rather intermittent meetings over their summer, so it was good to be back online and starting the process once again. And then there was the Alpha meeting at midday, and then I came back to the house and I did some work on my homily for this weekend, and then on last night we went to the cathedral for the ordination of Deacon John Joseph Martin, who was ordained to the priesthood. So that was a great celebration. This morning started with an Alpha breakfast, catching up with Melinda Dwight, who is the Alpha coordinator for Australia, together with Anita Booker and Jeremy from the mainland, Anita from Hobart, as well as a couple of other people from around the Hobart area who came to that breakfast. The rest of today has been a mass at lunchtime, time for reflection, and I'll be doing a little bit of work this afternoon before heading out to celebrate a mass tonight a home mass with some friends. So looking forward to that, and keeping on. Tomorrow we have an Evangelium conference, and then on Sunday we have a music workshop. So more about those next week. After Sunday afternoon, I have a hope that I'll have a little bit of time just to breathe and relax. I know I'm not that overworked. It sounds much worse than it actually is, but at the moment I'm feeling exceedingly tired, and so I just need to have a little bit of time to slow down for a couple of days and perhaps get a bit of energy back. I know I was making mistakes in some conversation I had this morning, so that's a bit of a challenge. So that's my week. I'm still smiling, and it's been a lovely day today. So I hope that your week has been a good week. I hope that your weekend will be a time for you to refresh and renew, and that the coming week will be a time for enjoyment and positive work that you can really enjoy and you can make a difference. So have a great weekend. Take care. And I look forward to catching you next week on my Friday Ramblings.